Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, working on the phones. Either that or drive the money mark to make the pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture. Comeback season in the works, and now I'm thinking bigger. I got 40 in the studio.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the New York Knicks in New York. For the Knicks, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you know, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things here on the analyst desk. On the basketball court, that's turnovers, that's missing assignments, missing rebounds. Same thing. Like, I know this is our, 82nd game this year. You're starting to feel a little bit. That's how those guys feel.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Looking at the last game for the New York Knicks, it was a loss to the Wizards.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Curry is out there with Freak, and it's Spates in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here is Bayless. Fires the 3. And it's Freak with the rebound. Here's Golden State. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are 2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences. And because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
And so here is New York. And a follow wide open. He shoots. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Aflalo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. A chance now to go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to visit with Kurt Rambis.
One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Thanks again, Doris. Aflalo, no good.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Now here's Iguodala on the money from 12 feet away.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Here is Caspi. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here's Bogut. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Green dishes to Iguodala. And a wide open look for Freak. That 3 off the mark. The Knicks with the lead. Now Casper. Pass to Bayless. Kicks it to Afflalo. Takes the three. Warriors with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And what a luxury when you have depth. I mean, a lot of their scoring in that win came from their reserves. And make no mistake, they carry the load for that team.
Without question, the starters can't do it all game long. You need that help from the reserves, and they got it in that one.
Now here's Afflalo following the miss by Freak. Clock at 6. Lets it go from 11. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Afflalo's got 5 now.
Defender shouldn't hang his head there. That's just a good shot, plain and simple.
Freak. They kick it out to Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Spade sets a screen for Freak to the middle. Intercepted. They push it up 4 on 3. Afflalo with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And a new group in for the Knicks. Lopez, he's checked in for Bogut. Smith comes in for Porzingis. Lance Stephenson's checked in for Caspi. And it's Andre Robertson in for Aaron Afflalo. Different look here for the Warriors. Plumlee, he's checked in for Spates. West comes in for Draymond Green. Harrison Barnes. He's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Klay Thompson in for Curry. Here's Stevenson following the basket by Freak. Here's Smith. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Here's Freak. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Here is Bayless. 14 points from him the last game against the Wizards in Washington. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. New York shooting their first free throw tonight. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. There's the pass to Plumlee. West up on top. To the inside. Here's Freak. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Smith. Lopez left side. They double him with Freak. Here's Bayless. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Pass to Roberson. And Stevenson kicks to Bayless. Misses the 3. The Warriors trailing. Freak passes to Barnes. Freak dishes to Barnes. Shoots it up. And again, no good by Golden State. New York's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Stevenson with it. Picked up by Thompson. And Bayless kicks to Lopez. Can't hit. And here's Freak. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And Steph within the gym range. He told us about his...
And we're 5-6 feet outside that three-point line.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must have been for the Knicks? Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Lopez. Porzingis comes in for Josh Smith. Caspi, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And Jared Bayless.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Rising up and hammering it home. That could be just what they need to pick their energy up.
Wow, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet. I'll say that for man. Oh, man, was that
And no
fun.
doubt about it, guys. That's one of those plays that will pick up his teammates. A lot of times, a play like that is just what you need to get the adrenaline flow for your team.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Kings was superb. He ended with 22 points and stuffed the stat sheet with a double-double. A standout effort all around. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
And stolen by Freak. 1:22 left in the second quarter.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
West at the elbow. And he slams it one-handed.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And stolen by Freak. Good on that shot. With that, the Knick lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Klay Thompson.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Pass to Porzingis. Here's Roberson. Off target at the rim.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And it's Freak missing. New York leading by 6. Robertson dishes to Bayless. Knocked away. And stolen by Freak. Here's Iguodala. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Freak. Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum. You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often that's the case for this team.
And he nails the third. And so that brings the...
Yes, Kevin, here.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Freak is out there with Steph Curry. And it's Spates in at the 5. Now the dish to Afflalo. There's the pick. Some nice passing by New York here. And it's blocked.
Move it.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Freak kicks to Spates from the arc. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Curry.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Here's Porzingis, guarded by Green. Low block shot, sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis. Porzingis has got 8 points. And And this, now a list of guys who can shoot it as well as they can pass it. The point guards with the highest shooting percentage in the NBA. Freak, third.
As a point guard, you want to create the best possible shot every trip down the floor. And given the way these guys have shot the ball, you know, it's not a bad idea every now and then for them to go it alone.
Well, you know they're not going to do that, though. I mean, even as deadly as they are from the field, they're always looking to set up their teammates first.
Here's Porzingis, guarded by Green. From about 16. No good off the front iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Freak passes to Spates. He feeds it to Freak. To the right side. The three ball. And Green with the basket on the assist by Curry. And now just a 1-point Knicks lead.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Here is Bayless, guarded by Curry. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Caspi. The Warriors also with a sub. Bazemore is checked in. Screen by Bogut. From deep, Afflalo. New York, no good that time either. And here's Golden State. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Freak kicks to Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Got a piece of it. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Count the bucket. And now a 4-point Warrior lead.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Here's Roberson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Stephen Curry again. Curry's got 10 points in just the second half.
Excellent ball movement there.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And it's Afflalo penetrating. They double him with Freak. Here's Porzingis. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Robin Lopez is checked in for Bogut. Smith comes in for Andre Robertson. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Jared Bayless. Golden State also making some changes. West is checked in for Spates. Harrison Barnes comes in for Draymond Green. It's Thompson in for Steph Curry. And stolen by Afflalo. Stevenson outside. Pass to Porzingis. Right block shot. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Porzingis has got 7 now in this quarter. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Freak.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
The Knicks making a switch here. Bayless is checked in. Freak dishes to West. Launches it. But they recover it. The 10-footer finds the target. West has got his second basket of the night.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Afflalo.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Bayless the pass to Lopez. Now Bayless. He's got 6, and the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Kent Bazemore. Now here's Stevenson. 6 to shoot. And there's the feed to Lopez. A shot, no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That will be their 2nd of 6 road games for the team. The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. That free throw missing. Good on the 2nd free throw. There's 18 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here is Bayless. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. 6 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Great D that time from Iguodala.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2.
All right, we welcome you to hard-fought battle. Bogut checked in for New York. Flalo comes in for Jared Bayless. Freaks checked in for Golden State. Flalo is out there with Lance Stevenson. Then it's Bogut. Then it's Smith. And it's Lopez in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 for New York right now.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead.
Back to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. 3-pointer. And he trains the 3. Good-looking shot there from Freak.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the 3-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the 3-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Stevens. Kicks to Flalo. Shoots. Offensive rebound. Smith. Count that one. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
And it's Freak missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And it's sent back by Spates. Freak dishes to Barnes. Freak passes to Barnes. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Flalo. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Zingas, he's checked in for Lopez. Caspi comes in for Josh Smith. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Lance Stevenson. Flalo, no good.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Iguodala kicks to Freak. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Kurt Rambis had to say to the team. He told his players, turnovers are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle down, run the offense. And make the simple pass. Kevin, sounds easy enough.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Some really terrific numbers for Afflalo. He's got 16 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
This is what they need to do in the second half to come out with a win. It's not the only thing, but when you convert free throws at the other end, you put a lot of pressure on the opponent to play solid defense against you.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Wasted. No time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Dishes it to Freak. Green with a screen on Afflalo. Shot clock at 6. Green, the screen. Freak kicks to Spates. Knicks with the rebound. 1:12 left to play here in the fourth. Afflalo right side. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Afflalo's got 9 points here in the second half.
Timeout. Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Go on and give it up.
Spates sets a screen. Freak dishes to Spates. Loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Warriors.
Good point, Steve. And Clark, they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
I like their fortitude, their toughness, particularly in terms of dealing with adversity. Anytime things didn't go their way, they just put their nose down and stayed with it. And because of that, they were able to pull away.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Freak. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Complete domination. What a game for Freak. He's got 21 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous. I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Green, the screen. Shoots the 3. Sticks another. 3 more from Freak.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled.
David.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a four-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For